Okay, hello everybody. How are you? We had a new moon this afternoon. Could you feel kind of the shift in the air coming in overnight and into today? I was a little kind of frazzled yesterday evening. Things felt pretty tense out there, and I knew that we were just in the final vestiges of the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, and that those final things were being done. And I knew that we would feel more comfort as we came into our new moon in Taurus, which was this afternoon. And so we're going to talk about that. I just got a really clear message on something that we have to address when we do our new moon wishes. So welcome all. This is the new moon in Taurus. If you've been with me for a while, I was doing this while I had my channel under Queen's Tarot. Once a month, we would write our new moon intentions and wishes together because collectively it has that much more power. And the reason why we did that so much like around 2020 was because 2020 was such a difficult year. We had 6 eclipses, we had 3 major synods, we had the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, which is the thing I've had my eye on because that's the thing that takes out the gnat's ease, okay? So this is when we bring paper and pencil, we share ideas, and we just kind of write out our wishes and our intentions together. There's a really strong theme this month, and it is activating a lot of new energies. It also kind of has us in this back and forth of change, and it also has us some things pretty deeply in the crosshairs. So if you get a chance, I mean, you don't have to use paper and pencil. That's just, I use a whiteboard. But you're going to need that later on, okay? And sometimes as I'm reading on these things, I'll grab cards. I'll be inspired to grab cards and read on that, and then write a wish or intention then. So what happens at the new moon? Well, the moon, we can't see it all. And it is aligned with the sun. It's not right in front of the sun, in front of Earth, because then that would be an eclipse. It is a supermoon, meaning the moon is really close to Earth. I have new markers. And so we have, let's see, this is the sun. The moon is right here, and here's Earth. Okay, so the moon is getting bathed in all that sunlight. We can't see the moon. We'll see her in a couple days when she gets out of this area. We always call it the fairy tale moon, when you make those wishes and then you see that moon late after a sunset, and you can see her just kind of hanging there in the western sky. And it's like she's got a secret, and she's holding secrets there, and she is holding the promise of what she intends to bring forth in this next lunation. Today, I just had this thought. I was like, oh my gosh, the other side of the moon. You know how the moon, we always see the same face of the moon because it's always facing Earth. And I just realized that during our new moons, that face still faces Earth. But the other side, the dark side of the moon, is lit up by the sun. And the sun casts those lunar energies. It casts a new astro map around the globe in which, we reset and things get remagnetized according to planetary paths. And I just thought that was an interesting thought. Let me say hello to you guys. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. Ellen Ramos, thank you so much. Ellen, tell me your favorite number or your favorite angel number. I just bought this book, and wow, do I love it. It's by Kyle Gray. He's got a lot of stuff out there. He's a young guy. He's the one that does the Angels and Ancestors Oracle that we love so much. But it's, he meditated on all these things. He has numbers that you frequently see, whether it's like on a digital clock, and then like all the numbers through up to 1,000, 999. It is just so fascinating. So thank you very much. Well, okay, so where are we? Why can't I see you? Okay, this won't disappear. Okay, hi. Okay, there we go. Hi, Marie. And Melinda. Hi, Karen Louise and Amy. It's her first time to celebrate the new moon. Excellent. You're going to enjoy this. Hi, Just Joy. And Marie, Just Joy. Is it just us here? Oh, here we go. There you are. Hi, Julia. The moon is close enough to carry Don Julio away, right? Carolyn, Catherine, just finished watching Conclave. Speechless, right? Isn't that just amazing? I am not going to say a word about that. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Hi, Zane. Ellen's favorite number is 7. Okay, let's read about number 7. Constance, Delphian. Oh, she's 999. I mean, yeah, that 1111. Oh boy, what was that? You have your number 7. What does it say here? Number 7. Where are we? Here we go. The number 7, the energy of magic is surrounding you. Align your thoughts with the highest, and how perfect that is as we're meeting today. And I believe this new moon Taurus is 8 degrees. It says a cycle or pattern is being repeated now so that you understand the lesson. Take time to reflect. Wow, is that just so appropriate for today? And so we had this new moon this afternoon, like around 3:30ish in Washington, D.C. I loved this quote from Benjamin Franklin because I really think it embodies Taurus, because Taurus is also the sign of patience and being steadfast. And as one of our founding fathers, he that can have patience can have what he will. So when we are in these chaotic times, this lunation, we are really focused upon patient, being steadfast, savoring things. We have to get out of our fear, because Taurus is such a grounding sign. It's a very earthy sign. It's a very stubborn sign. That fear will like take you out of that. Okay. So this is what we are aiming for. We are totally like switching gears, whereas Mars was it is still very active, but it really dominated the last lunation because we were in a new moon solar eclipse in Aries, and Aries ruler is Mars. And it's been a difficult lunation in the fact that Mars finally opposed Pluto just the other day. And as we've been getting closer and closer to that opposition, boy, it was a difficult week having to find out about all the things that were being destroyed. And with Pluto being in Aquarius, the USA has an Aquarius sun, or Aquarian moon, representing the people. It's like it just bludgeoned some of our U.S. citizens and just really mistreated them. That has been a really difficult cycle. Speaking of the Mars-Pluto opposition, and this was the sign that I got before I went live, and it was a little bit shocking to me. It's not a super upbeat thing, but it's something I'm told to let you guys know about. Because before I came live, I was sitting here thinking, what do you want me to say? What should I be talking about? Because I'm feeling all this energy coming in and all of you. And just about 5 minutes beforehand, I got a text from my son saying that there was a shooting nearby. And that we all, for your own self, for your own comfort, we really have to take care of those dangerous situations. As you're thinking about this month and your comfort and security and those that you love, is just being so steadfast and being aware of your surroundings. Here we go. We're going to write on this. So let's see. So I'm just going to grab my pen. I'm going to start writing. And because I'm a Scorpio and we're about the sign of desire, I always write my wishes as I want. You can use whatever language you want that feels good to you, and you can just feel it kind of get traction and move you. So what I'm talking about, and I just want to get this, no, it's opposite Pluto. Okay, I want to be steadfastly, aware of my surroundings and safety. I want to feel secure and have a sense of total self-worth, demanding sweet, safe environments. Okay. So I want to be steadfastly aware of my surroundings and safety. I want to feel secure and have a sense of total self-worth as I demand a sweet, safe environment. And here we go. Here's the and as an American and citizen of the world, I wish for all to have a deep-rooted sense of safety and protection, and to minimize any chance of injury. Because the way Mars and Pluto are opposing, I mean, this is a very aggressive stance. It has a militaristic vibe to it. I mean, it's very warlike, and these two things are clashing, that it's going to be very easy to walk into a situation whereas, like if you have a conflict with someone where usually you can just kind of let it roll off your shoulder. Let's say you just are walking out in public and you happen to walk into someone and they get really angry. This energy, because of the tension in the air, can activate quickly. And this is the thing I don't like about Taurus, is that when Taurus is provoked and it's going to be the aggressor, and it's going to do damage, because it takes a lot to move that Taurus into action. But if there's tension or opposition, there's going to be major physical harm and damage. So things can go sideways quickly, and it can really, Mars is blood, Pluto's destruction. Okay, and Mars is in Leo, which rules the heart. This is just very dangerous, and you know what? I just don't like how much this is hanging on to me. So safety and security is a really big theme for this lunation. Okay, so let me check in with you guys. Oh yeah, we want, and before I forget, because I have to get this out, I want to see Canada elect Carney tomorrow, because it will ease tension and foster balance, stability, dependability, and comfort. See what I'm doing here? These are Taurus adjectives. So, Canada. I want to see Canada as my neighbor elect Carney tomorrow, because it will ease the tensions with our nation and North America, and he will help foster balance, stability, dependability, and comfort. And he is so real AF. That's also very Taurian, okay? It's okay if you're late, Antoinette. Okay. Joni, thank you. Do you have a number you want me to look at? Okay. Joy of yin yang. Yes, Julia, there is no sign that is as stubborn as Taurus. And we are going to make wishes about stubbornness because we are going to ground into the earth and be stubborn about our demands and how we expect to feel, in this Don Julio version 2.0. Okay? Okay. Hey everyone, things have been rough, but I'm trying to remain optimistic and keep hope alive. Yes, whatever you can do to get yourself out of fear will be very beneficial. You can still keep it real and be open to positivity, but the most important thing, let's write about that. The most important thing is to get out of fear, okay? Which doesn't mean you're going to negate anything else. It's just we need to keep these sweet Taurian vibes out there for the world because everybody needs some comfort and sweetness and tangible comfort, okay? So, what did I just say? I want to release excess fears. I want to respect my honest emotions, because again, that goes to reliability and dependability, which is very Taurian. I want to respect my honest emotions and honor that space. And I want to embrace comfort, simplicity, and grounded security as such, okay? So I want to release excess fears. I want to respect my honest emotions and honor that space. And I want to embrace comfort, simplicity, and grounded security as such. And as quickly as a Taurian can, because, they're stubborn. But we want to be stubbornly free of fear. I want to stubbornly be free of fear. Oh, I'm just getting she's saying grab an oracle card. This is what you're aiming for. Okay. As we release fear, what is it? Ooh, that was last time, our heart guardian. We release fear. Oh, gosh, this just feels like it wants to jump out. Where is it? This whole group is just like this. Oh, broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. That is it. This is so important. I just can't believe how heavy these messages are for me right now with you guys. Okay. I want to embrace the energy of peace. And also, you guys, if you catch this on the replay, you get the benefit of us already being together and carving out this swath, this new stream of energy for this lunation. And you just pick up from where we left off and you get to expand it. And it's like every night we look at that moon, it just gets bigger and bigger with these wishes, okay? What is this? Broken arrow. Broken arrow. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. The message is to let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe. So this just feels like it's really speaking to the electorate. You know, people we've been opposed to in the past. I want to keep an open heart and mind to tangibly sense an offering of peace and to feel the need to defend, like we've been doing the last 10 years, just wash away. There is no value to hang on to hyper defensiveness. We know what to do. The path is clear. Okay, so I want to embrace the energy of peace. I want to keep an open heart and mind to tangibly sense an offering of peace and just let things wash away. And to feel the need to defend, to just wash away. There is no value to hanging on to hyper defensiveness. The path is clear because you guys, we are moving out of the old. We're moving into a big transition. And under Taurus, these things are very scary, but know that during this lunation, for things to take root, it's one step in front of the other. It cannot, Taurus cannot get ahead of itself, okay? So what happens this month is we have the time to, when something happens, we have that time to catch our breath and ground into our space and be safe, okay? Your vibe, your aura is going to love it, but your body is going to love it. And if there's an emergency, there has to be the releasing of that fear to get into that sense of safety and trustworthiness. Gosh, why do I'm a little rattled at how much this Mars Pluto opposition is really wanting to be spoken to today. Oh, it's because of the, okay, I got it. It's because of the Grand Cross. Okay. Okay, so let's say, how are you guys doing? Marie, I'm a stubborn Taurus for sure. You know what? I have Saturn in Taurus. So when I'm, if you haven't noticed, it takes me a while to change my habits and trying something new, you guys. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh my God. I had to take a year off because I had to figure out what the heck was going on. Oh, I got to turn on this fan. So, let's see, what else do we have? Zane. Oh yeah, the 2020. Thank you, Zane, for your sharing of your Capricornian energies and how this is tapping into that again. I will tell you that this new moon at 8 degrees Taurus is so supportive. It has a very supportive angle to the United States natal asteroid Eris, which I call the FAFO asteroid. F around, find out. So if things get rough, it's like we have leverage to temper atrocities or temper like this bludgeoning force that Taurus can bring, okay? It also taps something else, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, Delphian. Delphian. I love that. Okay. I value Delphian's perspective so much. I hope to receive the sweet news of Delphian's super powerful pointed OpED get published, where it's so grounded and speaks the truth to so many peacefully and gently. Oh, do you feel this opening up? I just felt this way open up. Wow. Zane, I love these manifesting reading sessions. I do too. Julia, I'm asking the universe to work on our collective consciousness to return us to love and compassion, justice, equality, and freedom. And you know what? I'm going to put a spin on that, Julia. This is how we are going to leverage. I always think of Captain Jack and you know, Pirates of the Caribbean movies. He would say that word leverage, and so I'm thinking about him. Okay, so I want to stubbornly hang on to our sweet, productive, collective consciousness. I want to patiently return us to big heart and love with one another. I want to feel so comforted and grounded in my nation's foundings, that compassion, justice, equality, freedom lead the way. I want to be super stubborn about my U.S. Constitution and its values it holds for all. Oh boy, get that preamble. I want to daily, you guys, daily, this will help. Read something like the preamble and root it deeply in my being with my ancestors, with our allies, to undeniably manifest freedom for all and respect, honor of the rule of law. Wow, you guys, this just feels so big. It's almost like we're craving and just wanting eat this up. So take that time. This is when you can be stubborn. This is when you can be totally inflexible to abide by the Constitution. I want, here we go. I want my members of Congress to be so invested in our rule of law. They can't help but promote our democracy for all. Oh boy. Okay, I have to believe that we've got this. It won't be easy or quick, but good will ultimately triumph. And really, this country has a lot to atone for. We really never addressed our original sins. True, and that is, we are coming back to Pluto and Aquarius again. The first time around, it was the Revolutionary War, declaring our independence. Shortly after we declared our independence, during this cycle, we were able to get rid of slavery and embrace civil rights. But we still have work to do. And I've often felt like this humanitarian legwork of the next, 25 years with Pluto and Aquarius will address that hate, and it will bring down barriers. That's another Taurian thing. Healthy barriers in what each of us believes, we think, and where our faith is, that we have happy, okay, here we go. I want happy, healthy boundaries. Gosh, there's just so much, you guys. I want happy, healthy boundaries, upholding civil rights laws, and the separation of church state and what is it that you don't have to, and this, gosh, what is that phrase? And there is plenty to share. And everyone, oh my gosh, do you hear that? Someone is shooting off in the distance. It might be fireworks. Wow. And everyone, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I gotta shut this window. What is going on? Maybe those are fireworks. That just sounded like the da-da-da-da. Okay, be safe. There's plenty to share, and everyone benefits. I want the U.S. I do too. Oh, I just lost it. Zane, that's fireworks. Thank you. See, I'm being totally paranoid. Julia, don't forget that Algo, the planet of chaos and disaster, is permanently at 26 degrees Taurus. That is where Uranus is right now. Oh boy, I forgot about all those stars at the end of Taurus. And this Uranus right now is sitting on top of Donald's midheaven. Okay, why are we have so many fireworks going off? I mean, I don't want peace. I don't want to embrace energy. I want my 30s back, and I want blood. Here's the thing. These energies in the air are so aggressive, and it can be scary. But this is where we have to get comfortable embracing that aggression, because sometimes we're told to be, nonviolent, peace seekers. But there's a part of you that's very stubborn that is like, no, I need to hang on to this these energies that make me more activated and more aggressive, yes, be more comfortable with that. I know I was feeling kind of uncomfortable with that. I mean, they're both of Scorpio's rulers when it comes to Mars, Pluto. But after reading about some people who are like feel so relieved that this tension is here, because in their natal charts they have like this Mars Pluto opposition and all this other tension, that it makes them feel very productive. And we want people like that who are made for the moment to rise up and guide us. So there will be people who can leverage this energy and can do it in a really strong, productive way. Okay. Oh, Macron. Okay, so I haven't paid attention to anything that was happening this weekend. Something happened with Macron artfully handling the situation with T and Zelensky was awesome. That is balanced. That is beautiful. I don't even know what that is, but I'm happy to see that. Oh. I love Macron. Yes, Trump is done. Okay, where are we? Yeah, Julia, his midheaven is 24 degrees Aquarius. And 24 degrees Taurus. Which happens to, you guys. Okay, let's go this. So the midheaven is the top of the chart. Your highest achievement, your most public self. You know, this area is oh boy. This has to do with the CEO and the executive. It's a very public space. Don Julio's is 24 degrees Taurus. And Uranus is orbiting this 10th house. So, yeah, everything's getting really shaken up. Plus, his sun, I believe, is conjunct Uranus. He is just a chaos agent, and he thrives off of this stuff. But you know what else is at 24 degrees Taurus? This is Kamala. Can I say her here? Natal Jupiter. And Jupiter is exalted at that degree. And it's not her midheaven, but Jupiter has to do with the law. And I could always feel that tension that Don Julio, like, I think he gets jealous of like the KHs and like the Kim Kardashians and all of them. Of course, Taylor, because they have so much popularity that he can never gain. Okay. I want to grab some cards because I want to see what because all of us have the sense Don Julio is coming to probably a premature end in office. I think a lot of us sense that. And if that's the case, his midheaven is 24 degrees Taurus. And that is Kamala's Jupiter. And it's kind of like that's how the law, she shows him up. So what do I want to do here? We have 24 degrees Taurus. DT. KH. We have now. We're just going to say like mid now / mid 20. And this is the second half 2025. We'll do this with Kamala now, second half 2025. Because, let's read about this 24 degrees. What angel? I just love this book because I just can tell when the angels really are talking to me. And it just said, look at that number. 24. Angels are shining a light of harmony on you and your personal relationships. Any conflicts are now being resolved. Conflicts being resolved. I need some cards. What I want to do for context. Boy, these cards have really been taking a beating this year. I love them so much. And we have Uranus. And it's also, I don't know where where this is in her chart. I think she's a rising Gemini. I think she's a rising Gemini because Jupiter didn't quite get to her ascendant by the election. So that means she's got a lot of Taurus in her 12th house of secrets. Huh. I want to know how Uranus is going to behave for Don Julio now, and then, oh my gosh, the second half of 2020. This just feels like collapse, like just things just falling into, like just like blocks. Oh boy. KH. Uranus, what is happening now with this? And the second half, oh, this just feels pretty. Smiling, you know that pretty smile she has. Mercury, mind. This is for so many things. This is also children. I was seeing a lot of exchange with Mercury and Mercury retrograde in my teroscopes this past week. This was very active with what's happening to our U.S. citizens being deported and what's happening with children and the carelessness of that. And it is really showing up. It really showed up. You guys remember the last live I did? A lot of stuff from 2016 came up with the Rushers and Teal and Felonia. It came up a lot with that. And whatever is happening at NLRB with the doji in our system. It's like this long-standing pattern. So I don't know if that's it, but this has to do with communications. If you're going to look at elections, this is counting, tabulating, messaging. But I'm going way far. So how is Uranus behaving for Don Julio for this first half of the year? The North Node. He believes this is his purpose, his, project, 2025 purpose. The King of Swords, that was Mr. Jack Smith. So the first half of this with Uranus, it's like, I'm going to do this. This is my purpose. And this just feels like everything fell apart and it crumbled into like a box of rocks. Oh, I need. There, two things are communicating. This and this. I have to remember that. Communicating. Like two people. Okay. Look at that, the Seven of Cups. Secret. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And the Hermit. Isolation. This is like the day-to-day stuff with our government. Hiding stuff in government. And the Page of Wands. Young people. And news. So the first half, he's just progressing like, yeah, I'm doing this. The Eight of Cups, picking up where I last left off. We have the Hanged Man. This is like suspending rules. And the Three of Cups to get everything just the way I want it with these branches of government. The Hanged Man, that is like suspending the other branches' power, and he has it. And the second half goes like this. Look at that. There's the two Mercury cards. Retrograde reinvention. So these are kind of like his plans, what he was planning. Well, we're revisiting those plans, and it does not feel good. It feels like, what is this about? Second half, oops. The Two of Wands. what he's put out there as part of this is not getting very far. It's kind of like an abrupt halt. The Page of Pentacles about money. There's just so much corruption. I mean, it's just so much. And these are two people talking, the Page of Cups and the King of Swords. We have someone talking to a judge. This is an American. Oh, these are cases coming to judge. And this was the signifier for Jack Smith. I forgot to tell you these Mercury things. Well, also whatever is going on with the NLRB stuff and Doji was coming up with Jack, and then like kind of the behind the scenes with whatever Biden and Millie are trying to do, and then also what the ICC has their eye on and what they're watching out for. That just this kept coming up. Oh boy, I hope that's it. Okay, how are you guys doing? Delphian, the Vatican could have at least conducted an exorcism on him, so dressed in blue, right? He's so nasty. The person doing the homily totally embarrassed him without saying his name. I did not watch any of that. Protect the nuns from him. My phone rang and now I'm behind what's going on. Oh, sorry. Okay. So this is how the beginning and the ending of the year are going for Don Julio. He has this plan. He's getting stopped in his tracks, and it's like his plan is, it's like kibosh because of whatever's going on about money, people, and people talking, Americans talking with, I would say, justices and courts. So for KH, this first part of the year, Uranus is in her Taurus. It's near her Jupiter as well. That's why I picked this point. Provocation. 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 What are you being? Is she being provoked? Nope. I'm okay. This goes back to data. This goes back to data. You got, this has to do with, I think this is about election manipulation, because when I see this Grand Cross and I see it with the card Part of Fortune or Increase, it's like the point, if you're looking at a tabulator, where the data that is disrupted, it's that pivot point. And this is where I'm being guided to talk. The Queen of Swords, looky her. That would be very KH. So what does this mean? What has she been working on up to this first part of the year related to this debt? Ooh, okay. This just feels so straightforward and pointed and steadfast. Very Taurian, very solid. Where is this going? And okay. We have the Four of Cups here. Taking something in, meditating, taking something in, considering things. So this first half of the year, the Ten of Swords. Okay. Ten of Swords, election is done, yes. This just feels like it's pointing to him, like she could nail him. What is this? This one popped out. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Ten of Wands reversed. You guys, whenever I was seeing this stuff earlier, this is like we're done. Julio, like earlier in the year around the election, Don Julio meets his, supporters, how they connect like in a foreign way to get the job done. The Ten of Wands reversed. This wasn't quite complete. The Two of Swords were, holy bejeezers. Okay. I swear to God, this has to do with the election. Fire, country, wands. This is the plan that was put out to when she was done. And separating out this information, this Nine of Swords, that's just, what was the nightmare? What's the nightmare? That's just, I just got, how could the votes be like that? And there goes my throat. Okay. Second half of this year, she has the sun and spirit. So suns are leaders. This just feels like very good luck. It feels like the sun in Taurus. Everything that is promised you in that regard, as far as feeling like safe and being able to tangibly sense your worth and being content in the world. But it's like it's everywhere. What does this have to do with? And this is how Uranus is also behaving for her and her Jupiter. Good luck. Four of Swords. Sitting back, letting that information do its thing, kind of being in the background. We have the Eight of Wands. Ooh, stuff is coming in fast. The Six of Swords, the second half of the year. The Page of Swords. There is intel and information coming maybe overseas, hot and fast, that is going to illuminate the rest of her year for her. Oh boy, I did not expect to go here. It's just, wow. Wouldn't it be nice? Okay, what's your wish from this? What's your wish from this reading? I want him to be steadfastly stopped in his tracks. I want his North Node P 2025 to come to a halt. Okay. Oh my gosh, my brain is just thinking about so much right now. We're going to put this over here. And over here, how you guys doing? He is fading. Okay, so in the position of Mars, right now it is giving Don Julio a boost because he has a natal Mars in Leo. And this Mars is going to make its transit through Leo. It's where his power plays are. It's where his charisma is. It's where his horrible bad spirit lies. So he's going to be feeling his power and able to do anything and keep it secret. But as Mars moves into Virgo and into the later degrees of Virgo, with the south node there, it's going to be like a reckoning from him, because it's going to tag these eclipses we just had, which were very difficult. And every time he gets eclipsed, he melts a little more. Okay, here we go. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay, Sure is a lot of swords. That one machete would be good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what do we want here? There's so much we want here for how the rest of this year goes and how it's going right now. Where are my keywords? I just wrote down all my keywords. And it was really, really good. Where are my keywords? Okay, well, those have disappeared too. How about the book? Okay. I'm going to take your cues. Carrie, I have Mars in Leo. I don't feel boosted. Okay, this is what we need to talk about. Not everyone will feel boosted. This is the problem. We are caught in a tug of war, okay? We have the Taurus sun. So we have all these fixed signs right now. And fixed signs are stubborn. They don't move. And they are fighting to be heard and to take the reins. The sun being in Taurus right now, it's like Venus, its ruler, and the sun and the leader have most sway. But they are dealing with a lot of conflict, and opposing this is Dark Moon Lilith. Dark Moon Lilith is when the moon is apogee, when it's farthest from Earth, which makes vulnerable people extremely vulnerable. Scorpio is also a money sign. It's also a business sign. So don't be surprised if all these business leaders are really furious, pissed off because of the way the economy is going, and they are going to be louder and louder until they are heard, because they're having to deal with this and that. The business people really are at the bottom, but the pain is going to get so deep for them that I don't know what's going to happen. But this, I will tell you, this chart has a lot written all over it about what to expect going forward with the tariffs and this situation we are in. I couldn't believe this. So this new moon Taurus in Washington, D.C., there are going to be sparks with trade about the China. Russia might be involved. But at the peak, at the very top of this chart, is asteroid Washington. As in George Washington and Washington, D.C. It's like that tension is there, bringing things to the top of the sky. And then right next to it, we have the asteroid Russia. But what gets really interesting is the placement of Jupiter. Jupiter is at 20 degrees Gemini. Donald's sun is at 22 degrees Gemini. He can feel the benefits of this Jupiter coming right up to him, and he's going to be able to manifest everything that he wanted, because Jupiter crept almost to his sun last year, but then it faded away. Well, it's like he's like, gimme, 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 everything is coming my way. But the thing is, red flag country is also 20 Gemini, and so is the Itokawa asteroid is there as well. And then right behind that, so Jupiter, Gemini being the sign of commerce and trade. This is going to be over the skies, this whole lunation, and it's like no one is going to be able to pivot away from this. We have the red flag country. We have Itokawa is the asteroid about going down in defeat. And then right behind it is the asteroid Nemesis. And Nemesis, obviously being one's nemesis, which asteroid is it? It's the asteroid that I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's the asteroid known as Divine Law. And when all else fails and rules are not listened to, like the courts, everything is not listened to, well, that is when the goddess Nemesis is unleashed. So, who's going to win this? Who's going to win this? Because from the ascendant to the top of the chart, what's right in the middle here? Well, we got Mars. This is all the networks, groups of people who are vying and fighting for things related to trade. Look at, because the sun and moon are in this 8th house. It also has to do with taxes. We're going to have a lot to do with tariffs, taxes. And then it's kind of like what Don Julio wants. I'm going to be able to be so rich and do all this stuff. And here I am. I have a lot of people, these blue lines, that really are supportive so I can get what I want. But he, as the leader, is caught up with these groups, his leadership, and then the business people over here in this house of income and salary is putting the screws to him. So I want to know how this plays out. There goes my throat. Oh, Julia, Lilith conjunct your conjunct your moon in Virgo. That I think would be quite intense. Okay, so let's find out. I want that other deck that I put away. Where did I put it? It is not where it usually is. Okay, we will not do that. Okay, we will not do that. We will go back to the crow. The crow's like, no, I'm an observer, okay? What are you observing, crow? We'll use something else for these others. What's going on here? I need the context for what's going on in trade. Money. Venus rules Taurus. So obviously this has to do with money. How about for Don Julio? Fourth house roots, what he's trying to protect. So there's a trade deal. There is some sort of, can you show me this trade deal? So this is the deal with Jupiter written all over it. It's going to affect the red flag country like this. And oh boy, Don Julio has some challenges here. What's going down in defeat? Which Nemesis is pulling up the rear. That is like, F this, I'm done with this. I feel like that is Dark Moon Lilith in Scorpio, the business people who are like, F this. So this is Nemesis and the business people. Oh boy, that's interesting that this came up again, this Two of Wands reversed. The plan that he had, this is the second half of his year, gets halted. Oh, it's also the halting of the tariffs. It's halting the economy. It's halting the economy. He's got a secret about that economy and what he's expecting for it. But hello, Pluto, destruction, has moved into his house of bad luck and bad fortune. He cannot be, he's not the wheeler and dealer he thought he was, because the stuff just doesn't work out. And someone better give him a quarter so he can buy a clue, because that's how it's going to be. So this is the deal. The Six of Cups. We're going to go back to why we have to have these deals made. That we were doing pretty well with that. They're going to be covered in the Queen of Wands. That's another nation. I would say the red flag country has more say in what happens here. Because, I mean, look at that. You got the lines, you got these flowers, you got... Is there a red flag back there? They've got reinforcements. They know what they're doing. They're not going to give in. So for the red flag country has the Nine of Cups. They are very comfortable in what's going on here. And Don Julio is having some challenge. The Wheel of Fortune. He can't get this deal to go. In the Hierophant, he can't get the government to go. He is stuck between a rock and a hard place. And I'll tell you why. Because this Wheel of Fortune exemplifies the fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So it's like the transits are not happening. See, there's Leo, there's Scorpio, there's the bull, there's the water bearer. This is a very bad month for that. It's just not going to work. Going down in defeat is, holy crap, the United States, the Queen of Cups. That's who's going to lose on this. Red flag country is going to win. And nemesis and the business. So the nemesis of this deal is all the cackling, anger about what is going on. It's, you have to listen to us. They're going to get louder and louder and louder and louder. Business people are like, end this. You guys. That's what's going down. That is what this full moon, can you believe this? I didn't need cards tell me the US, yeah, is going to lose. I know. Agree. But when you even the cards are backing this up so much, it's just wow. Okay, let's get back. Oh gosh, it's already 9 o'clock. Let's get back to some wishes. Yeah, and the asteroid Trumper is 12 degrees Leo. It's like this is going to be a very difficult journey going forward. Pluto is in the 5th house of the leader. And it's just very destructive. We know how destructive he is, but that starting off a new moon in Taurus, Taurus being a money sign with this amount of difficulty is really bad news. Oh, I know what. This new moon in Taurus, it also gives a lot of support to the 1 a.m. filing by SCOTUS so that they are going to feel, buoyed by this, and they will be able to assume their roles as justices who are of value. I'm feeling really that the courts are really looking at themselves like, what are we doing here? Okay. What do you guys want to write about? There's just so much. It's where we have our substance, where we have our values, what we want to be able to persist and get done step by step. The strongest building blocks that we need. Let's see. I want a super strong, stubborn resistance to tear on solid footing and foundation that the resistance at aka USA Constitution cannot be overturned. It's so stable, like Thor's hammer sits on it. No one is going to get that to go. So I want a super strong, stubborn resistance standing up to the tier. It has super solid footing. It has a foundation that cannot be overturned. It is so stable and strong. It's like Thor's hammer is planted on it, so be it. Okay? Holy shamoly. I want the country to unite and take this ballot. Yes. So peaceful, sustained. I want people to take their sweet resistance message to the streets en masse, and for sustained, painfully long measures of time that energize the cause. I want members of Congress to give in to the call and join the movement and to toss the Speaker Jay overboard. We are worthy of having our rights upheld always. So I want people, oh boy, I want people to take to their sweet resistance message to the streets and mass and for sustained painfully long periods of time that energize the cause. I want members of Congress to give in to the call and join the movement happily and to throw Speaker Jay overboard. We're worthy and rightful of having all of that upheld. I want to see unified, bipartisan direction based on all the truths we hold self-evident. A government for, by the people. And for the oligarchs, to push this unified message as well. You guys, they are so pissed. I want to see unified bipartisanship and direction based on all the truths we hold dear, that they are self-evident, and a government that is for, by the people, and for the oligarchs even to push this unified message as well. We're unbeatable. We're unshakable. We're unflappable. Cory Booker did it sit in on the Capitol steps. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. Of those two. What is it? So how long do you think what Pammi and Cashy are doing, how long do you think it will take for that to get to SCOTUS to put them in their place? Do we want to look at that? Oh my gosh, they're so ridiculous. Okay, I want to see Cash. And there is a strong foundation of those loyal to the Constitution in the FBI and DOD. This is him. This is not Pammi. Ugh. You guys, I've been meaning to tell you, for at least a solid week to 2 weeks, I had been seeing her almost like her head like detached from her body. It is like she was so traumatized by what's going on, like realizing what she's doing. It's almost like she detached herself. It is just kind of going through the motions, and she's scared to death. And she has gone down a path she knows she can never recover from. And I was seeing that, and then we had all that news come out last week. So that's her. Crowning them is SCOTUS. What's down here? This is what's on Pluto. They are destroying things. Cashy. Oh, You guys, this, hurts my throat. This was the reading that I just did about Don Julio, the first half of his year, and what happens the second half of the year. The first half of the year, he institutes the P 2025 stuff, but then the second half, he gets stopped. That's him. Pammi. Oh boy. So she's been working on this stuff for a really long time. It is causing so much heartache and outrage. It is just so cruel. I think she's going to get turned on her head. And then this is SCOTUS has to say, the South Node. We are going back to the Constitution and the way we do things. That is what's on the horizon for them. Remember the French Revolution. Michael Cohen or Cohen? Cohen. Which Michael are you talking about, Julia? The sit-in was great. It lasted 12 hours. I missed all that. They both of them, they did that. Okay. Oh, that is so Taurian to do that. A sit-in, a 12-hour sit-in. Did we just not write about that? That people would be energized? So, Cash, or what is he destroying? We know what he's destroying. And SCOTUS is going to be like, oh, these just feel very angry. Those are pointing down at him. He has nothing going up. What is Pammi destroying? Oh, and SCOTUS is looking, oh, they're furious. They are furious. They are so furious. Oh boy, they want her gone. The Nine of Swords. We are in quite a pickle. Oh my gosh, speaking of pickles, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm going to tell this story real quick. I went line dancing Friday night, and my friends, they got shots. Pickle juice and vodka with a splash of Tabasco tasted like a Bloody Mary. It was so good. They tasted so dangerous. Anyway, I digress. So this is the nightmare scenario with these guys. We have the Three of Pentacles. We've got three parties looking at exactly what in the F are you doing here and what are our values. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles. There's that Seven of Pentacles. And just this has been one thing after another. We have enough evidence with you yahoos and the 10 of Cups. What you're doing to families, people, groups of people that are not like you, but are driven by, this used to be like the GOP party for me too. Because, it is them because they're isolating everybody else. Look at that rainbow behind it. So, this is what Cash is doing. The Sun. He is working with Don Julio directly. They're supposed to be separated, but directly to destroy stuff. And SCOTUS, if this, they're like looking at him, they have problems with the Ten of Wands, the burdens he is creating. This just feels like snatching people out of the air and carrying them off. You can't do that. And the Four of Swords, breaking and entering. Breaking and entering. And look at that person's upside down. Breaking and entering in, it's also people being deported and they can't get to their families. Okay. What's going to happen to him? What are you going to do? The High Priestess. What are you going to do? Well, it's a secret. And I've been seeing SCOTUS, they realize what's going on. What are you going to secretly do? There's two sides. We're ignoring those other two yahoos, but the seven of you are looking at what? I think they are revisiting, I feel like they're revisiting the Constitution, looking at what it really says and really putting this to this is like another, we can't see what's going on behind the scenes here. They're working on something. And this is Pammi. Ew. What's she doing? The Two of Cups. She is breaking all the promises, what she's supposed to be doing. She's broken trust with the people. She's broken trust with the system. Break, heartache everywhere. And the challenge is the Page of Pentacles. The values that we place upon Americans. She's just denigrating them. She does not care. And the SCOTUS feels very, very angry. We're mad about this. The judgments that you are handing out to other people. People are getting hurt. This is like a one-way ticket. We're mad at you about the Eight of Cups, how we set things up and we don't care. We're going to hide things behind this idea. We're going to hide things behind this idea. And the Ace of Pentacles. Stop your nonsense in your track. You have no merit. They're really angry at her. Ugh. Hi, Purple. Hello, nice to catch you live for once. Yes. All the Dems and religious leaders as well, regular folks, joined the sit-in. Oh my gosh, that just feels so happy. Universe, what do you think about that sit-in? This feels so refreshing. Those are beautiful symbols and signs. And this happened, you guys, I have goosebumps. It happened during a new moon in Taurus that was like at 3:30 today. And oh my God, you have masses of people together doing very Taurian things, being with each other comfortably, with one another, enjoying the comfort of one another and reflecting on the values of our nation and sitting on the steps and not moving like a bull. Not moving, being productively stubborn and resistant. We want everyone to be safe. Oh my gosh. It's the most beautiful way I think that we could. What happened? Where is that going to take us? With what happened on the steps today, where is that taking us? This is what we're going to finish off with, you guys. This is what they carved out for us and where we're going. The Stargazer. Set your sights higher. I love this. They really raised the bar of expectation. They really are like going for it all, not to just be resistant and be in the way. They want the whole enchilada. So as we pick up on the Stargazer, where are you, Stargazer? This is what we're looking towards. Nope, no. Are you here? Stag. So, no, it's over here. They have this divided into different parts, and I just wish that they would make it all alphabetical. Okay, here we go. Stargazer, set your sights higher. So I want us to go beyond our limitations and believe that the impossible is possible. Do you ever remember wishing on a star when you were a child and in your innocence believing that your wish could come true? The Stargazer connects with the energy of the cosmos and reminds you that you have the ability to draw in support from the universe. His cloak with its sparkles and light shows that you are closer to the energy of the universe than you think. We are not alone, you guys. You don't have to go out looking for it. It's already there. So look beyond where you are and create even bigger dreams, bigger visions and goals, because with the power and help of the cosmos, those wishes can come true. I love this. You are on the verge of a miracle. You guys were on the verge of a miracle. All of your dreams and aspirations are within your grasp, and you are being guided to focus on your vision. The angels who are with you are encouraging you. There is nothing that you cannot have or achieve. There's an opportunity at this time to heal an old wound or a pattern of lack and not feeling good enough. In the past, you've often found it impossible to recognize your worth and to believe that you are deserving of blessings. Angel and ancestor wisdom is reminding you, all of us, that we are an incredible and infinite spark of the universe, and the universe is not only within you, it absolutely adores you. You are talented, filled with strength, and have the abilities you need to turn your wildest dreams into reality. I think we had some pretty wild dreams that we made. What a powerful, powerful message. You guys, we got this. We got this. I want to set our sights and wishes and even the seeming impossible to effortlessly come true with abiding patience. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, you guys, I think that's it. I think that's it. Let me check and see. Okay, I see a fair conversation, a realistic fair conversation about disappearing. People, it's a potential. We want everyone to be safe. We talked about that early on because that was a very clear message I was getting. A good feeling just swept over me when you opened that box, because we together set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. I love this. Wow, I got chills. Good trouble. Okay, so you guys, we are going to end it here. I loved our powwow tonight. I feel so good. I just love this wholehearted, true, sweet, peaceful wishes that you guys have, but you are fiercely going to defend them and stubbornly adhere to them for all of us, okay? Thank you, Paisley. Yes, Julie. Thank you, Rosie. Good night, everyone. Good night, Just Joy. Delphian, we the people are coming. You can run, but you can't hide. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Janelle. And Electrostorm, good night. Elise Ruby Moon, thank you, Queen, and everyone. Yes, thank you. We'll see you later. Bye.